Hi, this is Juan from Boynton Pro Audio in the Music Square. I'm here at ATS Recording Studio, and today we're checking out a new drum mic pack from SHURE. It's called the PGA Drum Kit 7. We're going to be miking up the kit and kind of going through how we're going to get some of the sounds that we're after and a few more specs on the mics, so check it out. So checking out the mic that we're using for the kick drum, what we're using is the PGA 52, which is kind of SHURE's more affordable version of the Beta 52A, which has been an industry standard for years and years. What they've also included on here, which is kind of cool, is this little clip that kind of helps you adjust and position the mic as you would need to place it. Okay, so if you're new to miking up a drum kit, whether you're going to be doing some home recording or you're going to be using this live, there's a couple of cool little tricks that we can kind of go over, and it will help you get a better kick drum sound. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to start it and we're going to put it in basically right where this line is, right as it enters the kick drum hole itself. And the goal is you kind of want to aim the mic right towards the front head, where the batter side is. So that way you can kind of get a little more attack, you can get a little more click out of it. So we're going to pop this guy right in here. Again, sort of aiming it right toward the kick side head itself, and that'll be a good starting point. Okay, so we're going to pop this guy right on the tom itself. We're going to use the provided little mounting clip that SHURE has included. And what we're going to do is, if you're new to doing this sort of stuff, we kind of want to avoid cymbals, maybe get the cymbals up a little higher than you would normally be using them, and kind of pop it right on. We're going to use the provided little nib here to stick this right onto the drum itself. So we're going to pop this in place, pull this back, and then using this guy, we can just kind of adjust the height of the mic itself. All right, so now we're just going to do the exact same thing over here on the floor tom. If you had another tom up here, we would do that as well. We're going to position this away from the cymbals, which doesn't necessarily mean over here, because now our mic is actually facing the cymbals and picking all of that sound. So we're going to go kind of somewhere over here that's out of the way, where the cymbals might hit it, where you might hit it with your stick. Get that mounted on, get a good positioning, and away we go. Okay, so now we're going to sneak in with the PGA 57. One of the things you're going to run into, and everybody runs into, is trying to keep the bleed from the hi-hat out of the snare drum mic. So there's a couple things that you can do. One of them is to angle the mic so at the back end of the 57 is kind of facing the hi-hat. And what that'll do is it'll help reject a lot of that bleed. And you can have a lot of fun positioning the mic on the snare head itself by either having it kind of tilted straight down or more kind of at an angle, or the more you flatten it out, it's going to give some different sounds. So you'll find that some positionings will have a little more crack and attack, some will be a little fatter and full-bodied, so you can have a lot of fun playing with that. Okay, so now the last part, getting to the PGA 81s for the overheads. You can have a lot of fun positioning these and getting a lot of different sounds by how you set them up. The way we've got them set up right now is for kind of more of a modern rock sort of sound, where we're going to get kind of a tighter, close-knit sound with the cymbals. The goal with this one is, for phasing issues, to keep the mics kind of equal distance from each other and also equal distance from the snare drum. So an easy way to do that a lot of people will do is a piece of string, kind of make sure we're okay here. As long as we're okay here, we should be good to go. So now let's check out sort of a more traditional mic setup that's going to give you a little bit more of the ambience of the room. Okay, so lastly, we've got more of a traditional setup here. We've got the mics facing at a 45-degree angle to kind of help with some phasing issues. And really what we're going to do with this setup is get all of the drums in the overheads. And we're really going to use the close mic drums to just kind of sweeten the sound overall. All right, thanks for checking out the video. Thanks to Emmett, our resident drum wizard. Thanks to ATS Recording Studio for having us. And if you'd like to find out more about those mics that we were checking out, you can check us out at boyntonproaudio.com or musicsquarestores.com. We'll see you in the next video.